Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, if you want to have a flat stomach and you notice that you're having a hard time flattening your stomach, you're having a hard time losing belly fat, you've been dieting, you've been working out, and you're like, damn, I feel like I'm doing everything right, but the stomach's still not going down. The weight on the scale is still not going down. I'm about to show you what steps you need to take with your nutrition to start losing weight. Guys, I have a lot of people who reach out to me almost every other day, and they're like, man, I feel like I'm not eating enough. And that's why my stomach not going. I'm not eating enough. Guys, if you're not losing stomach fat, your ass is eating too much, okay? But I've been doing this over 15 years now, so I'm about to break it down to you in a simple framework that I've developed just from helping so many people simplify their life and make it understandable, okay? So the first thing is this. If you've noticed just from following me, you see I talk about, hey, eat these foods to lose that big ass stomach. Hey, stop eating this to lose that big ass stomach. This right here, that's big ass stomach behavior. And a lot of y'all be laughing and, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. I want you to enjoy the content. But there's it's like information inside the entertainment, okay? The reason that I start with giving y'all what foods you should and should not eat is, one, so you have more options. A lot of folks think all they can eat is chicken to get protein in. Guys, there's plenty of different ways to get protein in, okay? But the first part of being able to understand like your proper nutrition and how to eat the right way, what foods are you gonna eat? Before you even get to the calorie intake, the protein intake, and the macros and all this kind of stuff, what foods you gonna eat? So that's why I give y'all these options. And so that way, if you get tired of eating chicken, well, damn, you can eat steak. You get tired of eating steak, you can eat salmon. You get tired of eating that, you can eat mahi, halibut, shrimp, eggs, egg whites. There's so many different proteins out there. Same for the fruits and the vegetables. This is where you start. This is where you start when you're trying to build a healthy relationship with food. Because I know y'all hear me talking about this. A lot of y'all who are having brain fog, you're exhausted all the time. You feel tired physically and mentally and spiritually. Guys, food is very emotional. Food is a very emotional topic. If you don't eat well, you won't feel well, okay? And so if you want to feel better, you want to have a good quality of life where you can do things and be productive at work and enjoy life with your family, you have to eat better. If you don't want to have to worry about health issues like type 2 diabetes and sleep apnea and erectile dysfunction and congestive heart failure, you got to eat better. You got to start eating more quality, nutritionally dense foods. This is why I share this, so y'all can get victories without ever investing in my coaching program, okay? That's why I share these things with you. Now, you can't just stop there, because I don't know about you guys, but I've come across hundreds of people at this point, because I'm a professional, who are, I'm eating healthy, but I don't know why I'm not losing weight. Why this stomach ain't going down? I still got to eat love handles. I could just get rid of these love handles, I'd be good. Guys, I don't know if y'all noticed, but you can overeat on healthy food and get bigger. This is why there's vegans and vegetarians out here who are morbidly obese, who still big as hell. You're like, damn, all you eat is healthy food. How is that even possible? They're overeating. So the second level, the first level is just what foods are you going to eat? Knowing the proper foods to eat. Once you understand that, now it's time to develop more structure, okay? When I say structure, I'm talking about energy management. How much calories are you eating on a daily basis? Guys, all calories is a metric of energy. That's all it is, guys, okay? Now, there's different types of energy. For example, if you're eating a Burger King burger or a McDonald's burger versus a 90% lean burger that you cook at the house. Both have calories, but the quality of them are different, right? Therefore, You want to make sure you're eating the right amount of calories on a daily basis, but the right quality of the calories. Because one is going to fill you and sustain you for longer. The other one can cause you to have health issues. It'll get you full for a certain period of time, but it's going to have you having health issues. You know what I'm saying? I think they even talk about like little kids who eating too much fast food start to develop different autoimmune disease issues and things like that because of the quality, the poor quality of the food. It's doing shit to us too as adults. Okay? Mental health. The food that we eat affects our gut health. Our gut health affects our mental health. If you're eating a lot of junk food and sweet teas and sodas and lemonades and because you just gotta have your crunchy, you gotta have your sweets, I just want you to know the quality of the foods that you're eating is causing poor quality health issues inside your gut, which causes you to have brain fog more often, which causes you to have being ruts and depression and all that kind of stuff. Okay? Not having motivation because of the type of foods you're eating. So know the types of food you need to eat. Second, get some structure around your calorie intake. Guys, you can easily go over to Google and type in TDEE calculator. That stands for Total Daily Energy Expenditure Calculator. You got to put in a little bit of your information, then it's going to give you a certain amount of calories that you need to eat, and then you can reduce that amount and start eating that consistently on a daily basis. And if you do it consistently, you will lose weight. You don't even have to know all your macros. If you just eat the right amount of calories, you will lose weight. This is why you see some people who might be they're over a week or two, maybe a month, and they come out, they done lost weight. Why is that? Because they ass can't eat as much as they was when they was at home. The hospital not feeding them as much. So their calorie intake is lower. And even though they don't know how many calories they're eating less, guys. Okay? All I'm telling you right now is you can be in more control of it. You can manage it if you track it. So use an app like MyFitnessPal. That way you know what you're eating, but also you know how much you're eating on a daily basis. And if you're losing weight, now you know how much you need to eat to keep losing weight if you want to keep losing weight. And let's say you're not losing weight, you can still see how much you're eating because you're tracking it. And so that way you're like, I ain't losing no weight last week. Maybe I need to reduce this calorie intake a little bit more so I can start losing weight. You see what I'm saying? But if you're not tracking it, you're just being emotional about the whole situation. You're just frustrated. You're just discouraged. And you just start bouncing from diet plan to diet plan. And it never ends. You're just waiting for some new shit to come out. Well, let me just try the detox. Let's see if that works. Let me try the fasting thing. Let's see if that works. Let me try the carnivore diet. Let me see if that works. Guys, who want to keep living like that? Why not just build a healthy relationship with food? All these trainers out here, they're trying to tell you if you don't do it their way, it won't work. That is not true, guys. It's plenty of people that lost weight in multiple different ways. You got folks who lost weight with the keto diet. You got folks who lost weight with the carnivore diet, the detox diet, the fasting diet. What are the principles that allowed them people to lose weight with all the different multiple diets? They still had to be in a calorie deficit. I don't care what type of diet they did. They still had to be in a calorie deficit. I don't care if you give up sugar, you give up meat, whatever you want to do. You still have to know how much you're eating, guys. That's what helps you lose weight. Now, most folks, if you're like me, you don't want to just lose weight. You want to look good in your clothes and when you take your clothes off. You want to be beach body ready. No shirt shouty. When you go to the beach, for all my guys, you want to pull your shirt off, feel like that guy. You don't want to have no man titties. You don't want to look like you pregnant. You know what I'm saying? For all my ladies, you want to, you don't want to have to be covered up the whole time while you're at the beach or the pool, because y'all know summertime coming up. Guys, you can't just focus on calorie intake, because you can be eating less and focus on weight loss, but you're not going to be happy with how your body looks as you lose the weight. A lot of ladies who I coach, they be like, Coach, I don't want to lose my ass now. I want to keep my curves, Coach J. I want to keep my curves. Guys, you can't just focus on weight loss. You have to focus on fat loss. All right? For all my guys, man, I don't want to look weak, man. I don't want to look like a pushover. You know what I'm saying? I want to look strong. You got to focus on your calorie intake, but you also have to focus on your protein intake. Protein, I'm not going to get into macros today because for most people it's very overwhelming. And you really don't even have to know about macros to get shredded, to get lean. Okay, to get a flat stomach, you don't even have to know about all that. That's like next level, getting ripped up type stuff. But protein, most important macro. It helps you build muscle. It helps increase your metabolism. It keeps you full for longer. A lot of y'all you're eating meals and you're like, damn, why I still feel so hungry? One, you don't know your portion size. Two, you're not eating enough protein. Y'all eating a lot of carbs. You're eating a lot of fats. You need to eat more protein. It's going to keep you full for longer. Some of y'all are working out. You're like, damn, why I'm sore for so long? Like it's like days I'm sore, man. Jeez, what's happening? You got to eat more protein. It helps you recover faster. Okay? Protein is critical. Okay? And then you want to be eating your fruits and your vegetables. I don't just say this because it's healthy. I'm also talking about because of the fiber content, the antioxidants. Guys, the type of food that we eat, like if you're eating a lot of poor quality food, this shit don't just cause issues like high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. You can get cancer from eating too much junk food. Sugar it causes inflammation in the body. You eat too much sugar, you can have what they call nowadays type 3 diabetes. It's people in their 30s that are starting to have type 2 diabetes, which is like a form of dementia, because they're eating too much sugar, too much inflammation in the gut and brain. And so you have to start eating more fibrous food, like fruits that have seeds in them, green vegetables. That way you're not just losing weight, but shit, you feel good. Don't you want to feel good while you looking good? Who the hell just want to look good and they tired every day? They don't have no energy. They can't enjoy their life. You got to have fiber. You want to lean out your waistline? You got to have fiber in your diet. Fiber actually helps you regulate your blood sugar. A lot of y'all who are pre-diabetic, type 2 diabetic, it's the quality of the carbs that you're eating. Fruits and vegetables are carbs, but the carbs that you're eating, they don't have no fiber in it. All right? It's not regulating your blood sugar. So every time you eat a Subway sandwich or a Jersey Mike's sandwich, or you want to eat you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just know it's spiking your blood sugar. Up in that, spiking your blood sugar. And guess what your pancreas saying? Bro, you working me too hard. I'm tired of this shit. I ain't working no more. Now you insulin resistant. Now you got to go to the doctor. Now you pre-diabetic. This is how it happens, y'all. A lot of people think they get type 2 diabetes from just eating candy and cake and ice cream. No, you could be eating sandwiches every day and it could be spiking your blood sugar. You eating sandwiches and chips and cookies throughout the whole, and muffins and bagels throughout the whole day, just spiking your blood sugar. And you don't even realize why you sluggish and you got brain fog and you tired and not motivated, like you want to go to sleep. That's what's happening. You regulate that, because I went through it too, y'all. I used to go to McDonald's when I was in my early 20s, and Chick-fil-A, and I'd get me a chicken biscuit with some jelly. I'd get me a sausage McGriddle. About 10 minutes later, I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I'm like, man, it's early in the morning. Why the hell I'm tired already? It's the quality of the food I was eating. So these are things you have to start paying attention to if you want to flatten your stomach. Okay? Pay attention to the quality of the food that you eat. I'm not saying you can't enjoy eating the foods you like eating, like your favorite food, pancakes, waffles, ice cream, but you can't do it all the time. And you can't just do it when your emotions feel like doing it. You have to have some discipline and structure around how many days a week that you're going to do this. Because if you don't, guys, you can feel like you're doing everything right for years. And I've talked to people who've been struggling with their weight for years. And they're emotional. But losing weight doesn't have to be emotional. If you understand the quality of the food that you need to eat, you have structure with how much you're eating, the calorie intake, the protein intake. And then once you do these things, you make it into a lifestyle. Stop trying to do a diet that has like a expiration date to the diet. It has to be something that you want to do for the rest of your life. Like, guys, the food that I'm eating, I can eat this for like decades without getting tired of it. I can just easily rotate eggs for egg whites. I can easily rotate steak for ground turkey or salmon. We all damn near eating the same type of foods. A lot of y'all, you're just not aware of what portions you need to eat based on your fitness level and where you are in your journey. And that's the only difference. All right, most people are eating salmon or chicken or steak, whatever it is, eggs, some type of vegetable, some type of fruit. Well, some of y'all ain't eating fruits or vegetables. You grown as hell, but you ain't eating no vegetables or fruit. You drinking sweet teas and soda like it ain't no tomorrow, but fruit nasty, vegetables nasty, water nasty. Oh yeah, that's the one that be getting me. I be like, how in the hell water nasty? Water don't even taste like nothing. Oh, sparkling water don't even have a taste to it, y'all, unless you're getting a flavored one. What is going on out here in this world? It's so interesting to me how there's people, even in America, but also in other countries, who would just like do anything. They would give anything to be able to have fresh water. They would give anything to be able to have organic food that doesn't have parasites in it. But over here in America, people, I'm not motivated to eat that way. I'm discouraged. I don't want to eat healthy anymore. What in the hell is going on out here? Like, in what world are we living in to where we have access to everything that we need, but people still don't want to do it? It just don't taste good, so I don't want to do it. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. Well, if you want to stay fat, if you want your health to keep getting worse, that's fine. I'm talking to the people who want to change and the people who are actually trying to change. And they're like, damn, I just don't know what I'm not doing right. I just can't keep living like this. It's gotta come a time in your life where you raise your standards, man. You gotta want to raise your standards, and you gotta start to like feel like you're worthy of success. You gotta start feeling like you're worthy of being happy about how you look, how you feel, and feeling worthy of being able to enjoy your life in all facets. Not just looking good, but I'm just talking about being a positive role model for your family and your kids and your wife, your husband, whoever it is. Being able to be healthy and fit enough to be able to take care of your parents as they get older. How can you do that if you can't take care of yourself? How can you take care of your kids and lead your kids properly if you eating the shit that they eating? It's supposed to be the other way around, y'all. You're supposed to be being the example for them. You're supposed to be like, hey babies, this is what we eat. Y'all see I'm eating it? He'll make you think you not gonna eat it. If I'm eating fruit, I'm eating egg, you need to eat it too. Y'all can't have your kids eating Pop-Tarts and bagels and waffles for breakfast every day, guys. That's not a habit that you want to teach your kids, because as you teach your kids these habits, what you think that they gonna go through when they get older? The same shit y'all going through. The same thing. It's gonna relive itself. Generational traumas. That's what they call it. Because you're teaching them the same habits that you have. The same habits. What makes you think they're gonna get a different result doing the same habits? They're just a reflection of your habits, guys. And so if you want your children to grow up and be healthy, look good, be proud of themselves, not feeling shame and embarrassed about their weight, not being talked about at school, because them kids, they bad as hell. Them kids be roasting your kids at school. Your kids just don't be telling your ass. It's kids out here, they be taking their own life because they be getting bullied so much. Because some of them because of their weight. You don't even have to go through that if you just start leading by example, showing them, hey baby, look, I know they got all this stuff in here. We only go eat like this maybe once a week. It should just be a treat. It should be almost like a reward that they can eat. Because if you allow them to eat it all the time, food can also be a drug. The same way folks abuse alcohol and, all these street drugs or whatever, you can abuse food too. And some folks, that's what they're doing. They don't even realize it. They're abusing food, stuffing themselves. They know they full already. They still eating. They overwhelmed. They tired. They exhausted. They stressed. They stuffing themselves. And what happens? Your weight start creeping up more and more, and before you know it, you can't fit your clothes. Now you want to wear hoodies all the time and sweaters all the time. Now you don't want to go out because you know that other people done seen how you used to look, and you like, damn, I don't look like that no more. You don't have to be that way, y'all. I'm telling you, nutrition is one of the biggest parts of your journey. If you want to look good, if you want to feel good, and if you want to keep this weight off long term, start building a healthy relationship with food. I don't hear a lot of trainers talking about this. Everybody talk about give up the carbs, just do proteins and chicken and broccoli. Who the hell want to eat chicken and broccoli every day? Guys, you can eat whatever protein you want to eat. You can eat whatever vegetable you want to eat. Get structure, like the portions that you need to eat, and start tracking it. That way you know how much you're eating and stop guessing. It ain't no cheat code. It ain't no hack. It ain't no way to. You have to learn it. The same way you learn how to do your job or your business. If you run the business, you have to learn all the steps. You have to learn how to manage your finances. Some of y'all ass ain't did that neither. You have to learn how to manage your intake with your food. You have to learn these things. That way you can manage your energy. You can manage your vibration. Like if you're around certain people or you watch people on social media, you're like, man, I feel motivated just listening to them. I know how to eat the right way to make sure my vibration is high, among other things like exercise. But if your vibration is always low, you like that little cartoon character Eeyore from, I think it was like Winnie the Pooh back in the days. You the Eeyore out this motherfucker. You all, I'm not motivated. I'm sad and depressed all the time. I just never have any energy. Yeah, it's eating trash all the time. Of course you go feel like trash. You got to start feeding your body with nutritionally dense food. Food that add value to you. That way you can add value to the world and the people you love and care about. All right, we out of here. Hopefully y'all found this helpful. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.